standing in the doorway. A Graves groupie, maybe? No. The look in his eyes tells me he isn't here for an autograph. Do not wish... Gothwish. I do not wish to file a complaint with a manager. I wish to duel with the resident witch of this... domicile? Domicile? Uh-oh. Oh, I think you may be in the wrong place. It's okay, Landry. I'll take care of this. So, buddy, what makes you think there's a witch here? Is it not obvious? There are wards slathered all over this building. I could hardly ignore such a challenge. What is this look you got going on, bud? This is, I've never seen this guy before. In all the playthroughs, I've never seen him. I think you're, well, you definitely got an active imagination, but you got the wrong place. Enough of this farce, witch. You cannot hide your powers from me. Look, I get it. You're probably looking for Graves or something, but he isn't here today. You probably have to get an appointment on his calendar. Then maybe he'll show up. Maybe. You're stalling. I can sense it. You must recognize my power. In that case, cede control of this domain to me and I'll let you live. Ha 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 ha. Avery, should I call the police? No, I can take care of this. No, you can't, Avery. Shut up. I definitely can't take care of this. What would the police even do with this guy? Something at the back of my mind tells me he's the real witchy deal. He's obviously only interested in Graves. Who else would be strong enough to get that kind of attention? Sure as heck isn't me. I don't know what witches do in duels. I'm sitting duck over here. But then Hayes comes out, leading Reese by the sleeve. He clicks. What seems to be the problem? My savior. Reese can take care of this, both as assistant manager and as Graves' apprentice. I'm so glad you're here, Reese. Need to, take care of this situation. This, person over here is looking for a witch battle. I think that's something that needs to be handled by an apprentice manager. Assistant manager. What is this? Have I encountered a coven? Reese shoots the most horrified look at me. He looks like he's frozen between shouting and running. I'm not, like, breaking some kind of witch rule or something. Yeah, he's the most experienced one here. He'll take you on, but you better watch out. Haha. I knew I felt a powerful aura emanating from this place. It must be you fiend. What are your powers? Avery! Reese shoots a look to Landry, then me. I don't know what he's going for. Whatever. Maybe we can talk this guy away. It works for me, at least. If he's told you Hold on. My little ghosty is still right over there. Where should we put him? This is fine. I'll set him right here. Anyway. Seriously, I'll just call the police and ask them to escort him off the premises. You don't have to humor him. The gothy witch stomps those ridiculous boots over to Landry. He places his bejeweled hand, palm out, on Landry's chest and gives it a solid push. Stay away, puny mortal. This is not going to turn you. There's this glint of anger in Landry's eyes, like the sun just caught them. I don't see it anymore, but it was definitely there. Alright. Come on, Reese, and, let's take this outside before you get too rowdy. Oh, dang, guys. We got a witch fight. A witch fight. It's about to be a girl fight. Witch fight. I drag Reese out with me by the hand. I know we can't get too far away or this guy's gonna see Reese go all feline on him, but I bet Reese can do it. He came up with something to spook him off without it going over the property line. Gothy Witch follows instead of picking a fight with Landry. Magic or no, I'm pretty sure Landry could wipe the floor with this scrawny pale dude. I think all of us know that. Gothy Witch included. Where's Mason? Mason could just, like, hit him. You're serious you're gonna invoke a formal challenge? Absolutely. This is a fine domain. I would claim it for myself. You can't do that. We'll do it. Reese is gonna kick your butt. Avery, stop. Do you know what that means? Well, no, but if he isn't gonna go away otherwise, I mean... It means if we lose, he gets to keep the cafe. What? I don't think that's how property ownership works. It's a witch covenant. If a witch wins in a battle, they keep the loser's territory. It's how we gain power and influence. And did you not teach this to your mouthy apprentice? What a fiendish, pathetic witch. Mouthy? Ew. And I'm not his apprentice. Yes, you are. Either way, I can't accept these terms, buddy. This isn't my territory. The witch who rules this area isn't even here right now. I'm his apprentice. Oh, dang. It's hydration time. This is unforeseen. Let's get down to business. Very well. I will not be gaining territory today, but I demand satisfaction, and will duel until your master arrives regardless, and if you refuse, I will have no choice but to teach you regret. You really aren't gonna back off, huh? Absolutely not. The witch reaches into his pocket and pulls out a handbell? What's he gonna do with that? I'm about to say something about it, but Reese steps in front of me. Is he trying to guard me? Stay back, Avery. That's his power. Reese produces a marker from his pocket. I can imagine them clashing bell and marker like swords. I should take this more seriously. I've seen what Reese can do with that thing after all. Go inside and make sure none of the others come out. I don't want anyone getting hurt. I've got a good view inside. Landry's talking to Mason and Hayes. Probably should have just had Mason scare him off, but it's too late for that. Reese is probably trying to protect me too. But I can't get rid of me. But he can't get rid of me that easily. I'm not gonna leave him here. Guys, talking's hard. Leave him out here. I station myself like a bouncer inside the doorway. That'll have to do for now. You're in for it now, buddy. Reese is gonna beat the stuffing out of you. Avery, I don't need the hype machine. I need you to talk to the others and keep them from seeing this. It's not gonna be a problem. I'm just here as backup, or a referee or something. Enough stalling. Have at you. The challenger witch rings the bell and makes a tiny tinkling sound. Whoa! The force of it blows my hair back. Reese braces for impact. The gust blows his hat clean off, but he catches his mid-air and smashes it on his head. Haha, this is but a taste of my power. Gosh. Watch out, Reese. He does something with sound waves. Do you think I can't, I didn't see? It's actually funny because there is another witch in the game, and that's who I expected this to be, but it's not him at all. I think you see him in like 2 other playthroughs, and he also kind of controls sound waves. I think it's something like that. So it's interesting that this gothy guy comes in. So, anyway. Reese whips out his marker and hastily scribbles something on the window. I can't tell what it is, but I assume it'll be badass. A lion, or a bear, or a yawn, or whatever. Climbs off the wall and scribbly lumbers towards the challenger. Right? It does something, but I think it's supposed to be a roar. It's more like someone stepped on a cat's tail. Are you making fun of me? What is this? The challenger witch strikes his bell and the gust blows the lion bear into dust. If you will not take me seriously, I shall demand satisfaction. He rings the bell. Reese puts up what looks, even to me, like a pretty weak shield. He draws a crooked sword, but it falls apart as he touches it. Reese looks terrified. He's not completely over his head. He's incompletely over his head. He isn't nearly as good at this as he made himself out to be, is he? This is the best you can do, isn't it? Pathetic. Ha ha ha. I will defeat you handily, and then I will destroy your master. My stomach drops out. Whoops. Put him in this situation and blah blah. I have to do something. I don't know what. I'll make it up as I go. There's the signal. I don't know, it just seemed like the distracting thing to say. Luckily it works. Mr. Goth and Reese stop and look. I grab the first thing I see. Plastic milk crate. And give it a good shake. With a little concentration it unfurls like a picnic blanket. I fling the plastic crate, now a clunky stiff net, at the witch. He dodges, almost. I grab his dominant hand, the one holding the bell. I clasp my hand into a fist and think about handcuffs. Luckily the crate obliges. It hardens around his arm. I jam some extra plastic inside the bell. Try ringing it now, nerd. Thanks for the distraction, Reese. What is this? I've been fooled. Yeah. We got you, buddy. Can't fight back now that your little bell's all clogged up. Better get out of here nice and quiet and... Mr. Goth's hand. I love that they're calling him Mr. Goth now. Mr. Goth's hand, free hand slips into his pocket. I hear a muffled jingling. Crap. Does he have a backup? I don't think I can get him twice. Now that you've angered me, I will not be able to hold back this power. Oh crap. Oh crap. If he rings that hard enough, he'll break the window. However, what I hear next isn't a bell. It's a police siren. Oh my god, it's Gina, the cop! Reese, Mr. Goth, and I all freeze like we've been caught stealing candy. We got a call about an unruly customer over here. Is there a problem? Yes. This man is trespassing and causing a disturbance. I whip my head back. Landry is standing in the door, cell phone in hand. Mason and Hayes quack at us from around his shoulders. Seems you should just call the cops. Recognition sets in on the cop's face. She shakes her head at Mr. Goth and heaves a sigh. You again, Asmodeus. We've talked about this. Oh, so Mr. Goth has a name. A name he very obviously picked out himself. I bet Graves would be jealous. Damnation. I've been caught. You know I told you that if you did this one more time, I'd have to write you up. Come on. She puts her hand on... Okay. This is the cop that helps out another person that you can romance. So I'm surprised to see her, because in other routes she makes a very little appearance. Like, way smaller than even this. So... You shall be cursed by the very fires of hell for intruding upon a sacred battle, officer. Let's go for a ride, He glares hard at the ground, shuffling his feet, then he shakes the plastic off and shambles into the patrol car. As the cop gets in, when she probably thinks she's out of earshot, I hear her say, Rough day, huh? Why don't I treat you to lunch? Yeah. Thanks, Gina. I guess I should talk to the others. If they saw magic in action, then Reese and I are gonna have a lot of explaining to do. You know what I'm wondering? Is if, like, the Graves route, kind of, because you have to go through everyone's route, they explain some of these characters. Because that means Gina wasn't all, like surprised that they were doing magic and stuff. So, I guess we've gotta fess up about the magic, huh? There's no response. I turn around. They aren't even there! Everybody already went back to their business.